Number 1. Dragon. If there is one creature in the wizarding world that makes even experienced wizards reconsider their life choices, it is the dragon. These enormous winged reptiles are capable of flight and can unleash devastating streams of fire from their mouths and nostrils. The British Ministry of Magic classifies dragons as XXXXX, the highest danger rating reserved for creatures known to kill wizards and impossible to domesticate. Despite their ferocity, trained specialists known as dragon keepers study and manage them in protected reserves. Dragons exist worldwide and appear in many distinct breeds, each with unique traits. 4 famously appeared in the Triwizard Tournament: the Hungarian Horntail, considered one of the most aggressive; the Chinese Fireball, known for its distinctive red scales and mushroom-shaped flame; the Swedish Short Snout, prized for its intense blue fire; and the Welsh Green, slightly less aggressive but still deadly. Beyond their fearsome reputation, their body parts possess powerful magical properties, including heartstrings used as wand cores. Number 2. Basilisk. The basilisk, often called the king of all snakes, is one of the most feared creatures in the wizarding world. The first known basilisk was created in ancient Greece by the dark wizard Herpo the Foul. Despite its terrifying reputation, the method of creating one is surprisingly simple: a chicken egg hatched beneath a toad. The result is a gigantic serpent capable of growing up to 50 feet in length and living for centuries. The basilisk's most dangerous weapon is its gaze. Direct eye contact causes instant death, while indirect contact results in petrification. It also possesses highly venomous fangs capable of destroying even powerful magical objects, including Horcruxes. Because of the extreme danger they pose, the breeding of basilisks was officially outlawed during the medieval era. Number 3. Hippogriff. Hippogriffs are among the proudest of magical creatures, with the front half of a giant eagle and a hind of a horse. First recorded in the Middle Ages, they are believed to have originated in Europe and were later officially classified as magical beasts by the Ministry of Magic. An adult hippogriff can reach up to 3 meters in height, with a wingspan approaching 10 meters, allowing it to fly long distances with incredible speed and strength. Despite their elegance, hippogriffs are extremely sensitive to respect and etiquette. Anyone approaching must bow and wait for the creature to return the gesture before coming closer. Even if you happen to be Draco Malfoy, their diet consists primarily of insects, birds, and small mammals. Number 4. Thestral. Thestrals are wrongly considered bad omens in the wizarding world, because they can only be seen by those who have witnessed death and fully accepted its reality. This rare breed of winged horse is native to British Isles and Ireland. Thestrals have skeletal bodies, reptilian facial features, and vast black wings resembling those of a bat. Adults are larger than ordinary horses, with wingspans reaching up to 10 meters, allowing them to fly with surprising speed and agility. Despite their eerie appearance, Thestrals are highly social, preferring to live in herds. According to Hagrid, they are dead clever. Carnivorous by nature, they often prey on birds and possess a keen sense of smell. Number 5. Phoenix. While death marks the end for almost every magical and non-magical creature on Earth, the phoenix treats it like a minor inconvenience. Native to India, China, and Egypt, this magnificent scarlet bird with red and gold plumage and a swan-sized body is famous for its ability to regenerate. When a phoenix grows old, it bursts into flames in an event known as a burning day, only to rise again from the ashes as a newborn chick. Its tears possess powerful healing properties capable of cursing even basilisk venom, while its haunting song can inspire courage in the good and fear in the wicked. Loyal yet independent phoenixes remain among the rarest and most extraordinary magical creatures ever recorded. Fun fact, phoenixes are immune to basilisk's gaze. It neither kills nor petrifies them. Number 6. Acromantula. Regular spiders are indeed scary, but the wizarding world has something far worse: the Acromantula, and Ron is not happy about it. This gigantic magical spider can grow larger than a cart horse, with a leg span reaching up to 15 feet and 8 gleaming black eyes. Unlike ordinary spiders, Acromantulas are intelligent and capable of human speech, though that rarely makes them friendlier. In fact, they possess a strong taste for human flesh. Native to the jungles of Borneo, they prefer dark forests where they build enormous dome-shaped webs, and live in massive colonies led by their eldest members. Their fangs contain extremely valuable and high toxic venom, making encounters with these creatures both deadly and dangerous. Number 7. Centaur. Meet the Centaurs, the ultimate companions of awkward social encounters, creatures who will stare at the stars longer than they'll speak to you. Centaurs have the torso, arms, and head of a human fused with a horse's powerful lower body, and though they possess human-level intelligence and speech, they insist on being classified as beasts by the Ministry of Magic. They dwell in herds deep within the forest, living by their own ancient code, and are skilled skilled in archery, healing magic, astronomy, and divination. Proud, territorial, and fiercely independent, Centaurs generally avoid human contact, seeing themselves as stewards of nature rather than servants of wizard kind. Fun fact, Firenze, the creature who saved Harry during the first encounter with Voldemort in the Forbidden Forest and Philosopher's Stone, was a centaur. He was later hired by Dumbledore to teach divination at Hogwarts after Professor Trelawney was dismissed by Umbridge. Number 8. Werewolf. Werewolves are humans cursed to transform into savage wolf-like beasts under the light of every full moon, losing their human reason in the process. Their bite spreads the curse, meaning one unlucky wound can condemn another person to the same fate. Feared, discriminated against, and often forced into isolation by wizarding society, werewolves remain among the most misunderstood and dangerous beings in the magical world. One of the most well-known examples is Remus Lupin, James Potter's friend and Harry's defense against the dark arts teacher, who struggled with prejudice throughout his life and briefly taught at Hogwarts despite his condition. Canonically, no cure exists for lycanthropy, and every full moon remains a night of peril for those afflicted. Number 9. Niffler. The Niffler is tiny, furry, utterly unstoppable, and a gold digger, literally. These black-furred burrowing creatures are obsessed with anything shiny, famously escaping Newt Scamander's pockets at the sight of every sparkling object in Fantastic Beasts. Native to Britain, Nifflers have long snouts and deceptively spacious belly pouches that can hold far more than seems possible. Gentle by nature and affectionate with trusted handlers. They are mischievous treasure hunters, leaving a trail of glittering chaos wherever they go. In the magical world, no shiny coin or jewel is ever truly safe from a Niffler. Number 10. Occamy. These serpentine eagle-like creatures have 2 pairs of majestic wings and can grow or shrink to fit available space thanks to their uncanny ability to expand or contract their bodies. Native to the Far East, Occamys fiercely protect their nests, which are lined with pure gleaming silver eggs worth fortunes in wizarding markets. Coveted by witches and wizards alike, their eggshells are prized for enchantments. But getting close is another matter entirely. Intelligent, territorial, and lethal in defense. Occamys are among the most extraordinary and dangerous magical creatures ever documented. In short, try stealing an Occamys egg and you'll get a silver-scaled surprise you won't forget. Number 11. Demiguises. Demiguises possess long silvery fur and enormous expressive eyes that give them an innocent appearance, but their most remarkable ability is true invisibility. They can vanish from sight at will or when they sense danger. These gentle, primate-like magical beings are masters of subtlety and survival. Native to the Far East, they prefer quiet forests where they feed on plants and avoid confrontation. Their hair is especially prized by wand makers for its unique properties, making it one of the rarest and most coveted wand cores in the wizarding world. Intelligent and peaceful by nature, Demiguises would rather slip away unseen than fight, proving that sometimes the greatest power is simply disappearing at just the right moment. Number 12. Thunderbird. If there is one magical creature that literally rides the weather, it is the Thunderbird. These majestic birds hail from North America, have plumage that crackles with electrical energy. A Thunderbird can sense storms before they form and fly straight into tempests, channeling lightning and thunder through its wings as it glides with terrifying grace. Their calls can summon thunderclaps that echo across deserts and plains, and their feathers are prized for use in powerful weather-related charms. Independent, proud, and fiercely territorial, Thunderbirds are revered by some wizarding cultures as symbols of strength and freedom. In short, when a Thunderbird arrives, the storm becomes its opening act. Number 13. Graphorn. Graphorn is a magical creature that even makes mountain trolls look lame. These massive humpbacked beasts are covered in grayish-purple skin, tougher than a dragon's hide, and capable of repelling most spells, making them nearly impossible to take down by conventional magic. With 2 long golden horns and 4 thick 4-thumbed feet, Graphorns are fiercely territorial and aggressive, especially when approached by would-be handlers. Their horns are highly prized as a potion ingredient, but collecting them is dangerous, coveted, feared, and enormously strong. A Graphorn encounter is one that even a veteran magizoologist approach with caution. Magical fact: anger a Graphorn and its body starts emitting orange lights while its strength skyrockets. In other words, the moment it starts glowing is exactly when you start running. Number 14. Erumpent. Erumpent is a magical creature that turns stay back into an understatement. These massive rhinoceros-like beasts have thick black hides and a deadly reputation for explosive violence. The Erumpent's horn contains a volatile fluid that detonates on contact, making even a grazing strike capable of blowing apart boulders and buildings alike. Native to to Africa, they feed on vegetation but will charge anything they perceive as a threat with terrifying speed. Highly dangerous even to seasoned magizoologists. Erumpents are studied with extreme caution. A word of warning for any wizard studying magical creatures. If an Erumpent charges in your direction, your very first instinct should be to retreat. Number 15. Swooping Evil. Hatched from a glittering, peculiar egg, the Swooping Evil is a large winged beast that looks like a cross between a dragon and a manta ray, with a gaping tooth-lined maw hidden beneath its shimmering body. Native to remote regions, it can release a stunning powder that disorients and incapacitates anything nearby, making it deadly at close range. Its quills are prized for advanced spell work, and its tough green hides can deflect some spells, adding to its fearsome reputation. As an encephalophage, it feeds on human brains, and its venom can temporarily drive victims insane. Diluted carefully, the same venom can erase memories, a technique Newt Scamander famously used to protect New York's no-maj population, dispersing it through rain via his Thunderbird, Frank. Number 16. Nundu. Have you ever wondered if there was a creature that could make dragons look like oversized lizards? There is one, and it is called Nundu. This massive leopard-like beast prowls the swamps of East Africa, its breath carrying a disease so potent it can wipe out entire villages in hours. Nearly impossible to subdue, the Nundu moves with surprising stealth for its size and emits a low, terrifying growl that can freeze even seasoned magizoologists in their tracks. Wizards regard it as one of the most dangerous creatures ever encountered, requiring dozens of expert witches and wizards to restrain. Number 17. Kappa. Kappas are reptilian, amphibious creatures from Japan, known for their sleek, green-scaled bodies and a water-filled cavity atop their head that gives them strength until it empties. Mischievous and dangerous, Kappas often attempt to drag unsuspecting humans into water, or challenge them to sumo-like contests. Some legends even claim they feed on human blood, showing no hesitation in strangling the unwary. Despite their menace, survival is possible. One simple trick is to offer a cucumber inscribed with the person's name, which appeases the kappa and distracts it from attacking. Caution, respect, and cleverness are key when dealing with these unpredictable beings. Number 18. Boggart. Remember the magical creature from The Prisoner of Azkaban that turns your worst fear into its favorite pastime? It's called the Boggart. These elusive, shape-shifting beings lurk in the dark, cramped spaces and have a terrifying survival strategy. They become whatever you fear most. For one witch, it might appear as a giant spider, or another it might take the form of the absolute nightmare of getting a full-on death glare from Snape. Boggarts feed on fear, growing stronger the more terrified you become. The only known counterspell is Ridiculous, which forces the Boggart into something humorous instead of horrifying, like turning Snape into an eccentric grandma. Number 19. Unicorn. If there is one creature in the wizarding world that embodies pure grace and ancient magic, it is the unicorn. These elegant, horse-like beasts are cloaked in shimmering white fur and crowned with a single spiraling horn of immense power. Unicorns dwell in secluded forests, where their presence alone preserves the purity of the land. Their blood is life-saving yet cursed when shed, and their hair and horn are prized for potent magical ingredients. Elusive by nature, unicorns avoid human contact and can sense the purity of a witch or wizard's heart. In short, to glimpse a unicorn is to witness magic in its most noble form. Number 20. Troll. Towering several meters, tall with thick, warty skin and massive limbs. Trolls rely on brute strength over subtlety, notoriously dim-witted and aggressive. They often smash anything in their path, making them one of the most dangerous magical creatures a witch or wizard can encounter. Encounters are usually resolved with fire, powerful spells, a rapid retreat, or in the case of the Golden Trio, a well-timed Wingardium Leviosa on a troll's club, and a little bit of one whacking on the nose for good measure. From the infamous mountain troll in Philosopher's Stone to roaming specimens across Europe, trolls serve as a constant warning about underestimating sheer physical power. In short, if a troll charges your path, strategy and thinking won't save you. Speed and caution are your only allies. Number 21. Flubberworm. Flubberworms are the embodiment of magical boredom, turning zero excitement into an art form. These thick slug-like creatures measured up to a foot long and move at an almost imperceptible pace. They feed on vegetation and prefer damp, shaded environments, making them common but unremarkable residents of Hogwarts greenhouses. Despite their dull nature, flubberworms are surprisingly useful. Their mucus is a key ingredient in certain potions, and caring for them teaches patience to young witches and wizards. Fun fact, flubberworms Werewolves are edible and occasionally served at Hogwarts as fritters. Magical cuisine isn't always thrilling. Number 22. Blast-ended Skrew. These bizarre hybrids were bred by Hagrid by crossing manticores with fire crabs, resulting in a chitlin-plated monstrosity that looks like a burning spike-covered sausage with attitude. Skrewts can reach up to 10 feet long, shoot explosive jets of flame from their rear, and have temperaments that range from unpredictable to actively hostile. They're fast, territorial, and nearly impossible to train, making them a nightmare for cure of magical creatures classes. In short, if a Skrew chooses you as its target, running quickly becomes your only reasonable option. As Draco Malfoy once said, who wouldn't want pets that can burn, sting, and bite all at once? Number 23. Kelpie. If there is one magical creature that turns a calm lake into a trap with teeth, it is the Kelpie. These shape-shifting water spirits lurk in rivers and lochs, usually appearing as beautiful horses at the water's edge, until an unsuspecting witch or wizard climbs onto their back. The moment you touch them, a Kelpie's real nature reveals itself: slimy skin, glowing eyes, and a deadly grip that drags victims underwater without hesitation. Kelpies feed on human flesh and are experts at disguise, making them one of the most dangerous aquatic beings in the wizarding world. In short, never trust the horse that smiles too nicely by the water's edge. Number 24. Chimera. The Chimera is a rare fire-breathing magical beast that combines 3 terrifying creatures into one: the head of a lion, the body of a goat growing from its back, and the tail of a dragon. Native to the mountains of ancient Greece, chimeras are fiercely aggressive, unpredictable, and nearly impossible to reason with. Their lion's head emits deafening roars, the goat's head bleats in eerie contradiction, and the dragon tail can scorch anything in its path. Wizards classify them as extremely dangerous and virtually untamable. In short, encountering a chimera is catastrophically deadly. Speaking of catastrophes, your next lesson here at Stickman Hogwarts: all 10 major events after the Deathly Hallows Explained. Watch now before the Niffler sees how shiny you are.